She taught me how to be a leader. She taught me how to be strong. She encouraged me to read. She believed highly in me. So I thought I'd share with you some of Grandma's wisdom. 3 phrases that she said a lot but beat into me as well. It was, what you do in the dark will come to the light. You can be a leader or a follower. The choice is always yours. And when somebody does something wrong to you, she would say, that shit's for the birds. But we had this deep connection, bro. Like she and I could feel each other's spirit. We could. And she would call me. She just called me out of the blue whenever I was in the dumps, like hard, when I was feeling real bad. She just called me. She just stopped my train of thought. She wouldn't even talk about what I was thinking about. My grandmother was very important to me. We were deeply connected. Her name was Frederica Jacobs. Her maiden name was Fox. She's from Bermuda, and she immigrated here and drove a taxi and worked all the way up to owning her own brokerage firm in Mississippi. She was definitely a leader, definitely a strong woman. She took me in a whole lot to get me away from my abusive mother and abusive stepfather. And she never talked to me about my trauma. She knew what was going on. She'd take me in any situation I was in, anytime the abuse was too much, or my mother wanted to get me out of the house or not be around me for a while. You know, there could have been a ton of other reasons that I didn't understand when I was a child, but she always would take me back, and she actually took legal guardianship of me at one point. I got a lot from her. She's the one that put books in my hand. She reinforced my learning, my love of education. She always was on me to read and read and read, and she got me journaling. She taught me how to use my words and how to write, and talk to me about how you should think. Her advice. Somehow I'd end up right back with the abusers, my mother and my stepfather. It was time for them to get their chew toy back, or they didn't have a chew toy and they needed a chew toy, so that meant I had to go back to them. It wouldn't be for long. I don't even know if I ever spent 2 straight years with my mother and my stepfather. Can't remember that. It probably happened, I don't know. But I know I was going to different schools all the damn time. And she, you know, she had her own trauma too. It's definitely hard on her, someone who obviously worked to heal some part of trauma, but I don't think she could heal it all, you know. When you have trauma and you haven't processed it, and I'm not, no judgment, not throwing shade on my grandma or yours. Sometimes you don't know how to address it. But our relationship changed once my abusive mother got involved, you know. My grandmother and I disconnected. We didn't have a strong relationship anymore. She ripped her away from me, you know, turned her against me towards the end there. My mother even got my grandmother to come up against me. It was the worst feeling in the world. I couldn't believe it. I was in shock. She was in shock that I was in shock that she would challenge me and not believe me. My mother got her to believe that I would ever lie to her, but the relationship was never the same, and I'm sad about that because she was my protector. She was proud of me, made me strong. I didn't get to spend her last moments with her. Whenever she would have health concerns, I would try to get around her and get near, and just in case. I couldn't be with her because my daughter was being born at the same time. So I say all 4 of my kids taught me something, and Ellie definitely taught me joy. And guess who was around my grandmother when she passed? My mother. No one else, just her and my mother. I got my suspicions. Sometimes trauma just wins. You got to be on your game. You got to stand on business when you fighting up against trauma. You can't play with it. You can't slack off. You can't let trauma decide anything for you. You know what I mean? Shout out to your grandma if she got some good advice. Grandma, grandpa, your grandparents. Shout out to anybody you love that's ever held you down with some advice or a saying that you can remember from them that keeps you comfortable and strong, and something you can rely back on when you're in challenging situations. You are enough, my friend. You are enough.